Hello everybody. So today I'm going to discuss with you air conditioning condensation lines. So this is a Goodman system in a hall closet. The condensation part's on top, heater on the bottom. Many people have this style, many people have other styles, but one thing we all have in common are condensation lines, and the condensation lines backing up from zoo algae, that basically the clear algae that clogs everything up. But if you're trusting your AC people to do all your work and do it perfectly every single time, you need to really start learning and paying attention to things and understanding how things work, because it could save you a lot of money, because when they come back to do work, they're just charging you more. So when I first got this AC system, it had the pipe that came out and the pipe went over, and the pipe had one of these that went back this way that held the water for the P-trap, then went down to the pump. And the pump pumps it up. As you see, I have a nice copper pipe. Copper line, I should say. This copper line does not hold algae because copper kills algae. So that runs all the way up into the garage and empties everything out. But the weight of the entire piping system resting on this one outlet was enough over the 14 years to cause the plastic tray to crack. And that's almost $1,000 bill to have that diagnosed and repaired. I don't want you guys to go through such a thing. So pay attention to how your system's running. If you need to redo condensation lines, it's so easy. You don't need a license to do a condensation line. So let me go over with you what I've done here. First, I had the main unit, main line out. I put my P-trap right here. I put spacers underneath to hold the weight. Then I added a second P-trap over here with spacers. Both these P-traps are at the same level. So not only do I have one exit point, but I now have two exit points. And that comes over to a T. I should have put an X here, so I could have had a clean out going this way. A better clean out going over this way. But I put this piece on. This is threaded. I put a threaded piece with the vent. You always have to have a vent after your P-trap. Your P-trap is what holds water. The reason for the P-trap, and the reason why you need a P-trap, and every air conditioner should have a P-trap, is it keeps the air conditioner from sucking air into it. Do you really want the air from inside your pump, or even worse, your bathroom drain, being sucked into your air conditioning system for you to smell and taste? No, that's why you put a vent in, just like all your plumbing in your house has a vent. So this runs over. It's a nice curve. I love the way of using this system of a curved pipe. Runs straight down. This piece here, this is an adjustable piece, so I could loosen this, lift this up, and slide my box in and out without having to lift and pry and cause damage and pressure on the system up above. So that's kind of a helpful piece. I have another piece that's threaded in there. That's a clean out. So I could take a brush and clean this all out, because these are usually where your algae will build up and get stuck. So if you could have a hole right there that runs straight back, you can clean that out. A hole right here that runs back, straighten that out. Your upper piece, this is where your secondary drain is. This is where your safety is. This is where you'll pull this little piece out. It just pops right out. This is where you dump your AC cleaner. If you read it and everything, it's a full bottle. You put in, you wait 30 minutes, then you flush the system. You run the system, or if you want to add water here, it'll flush it and send it down to your pump or your drain. Depending upon where you live in the country, that could be every month or that could be twice a year. It all depends. But this whole piece here will twist. I could take it out. I could use my clean out piece to clean back through here. I could clean through here. I'd go through this, move this, run a snake up through here and around. Or if I want to try to bend something around here, I probably could if I needed to. But this is what I've done. Remember, make sure you support your weight. You just think, oh, it's just plastic. But remember, most of the time, you're dealing with a thick plastic. There is a thinner plastic that you can buy. It's much cheaper. You'll usually only see one stack of it at your hardware store because it really doesn't hold the water pressure for sprinkler systems. So a lot of people don't like it. But the thin plastic is actually much better and easier as far as the weight is concerned if it's hanging out and sticking out from your AC unit, because this pan back here is plastic. It's all plastic. So if you have a lot of weight hanging off it, over the years, the vibration, this system will crack and you will lose your pan. So be sure to always support it. I've got another support here. I put a wedge, so nothing moves, nothing is a problem. Everything's secured away. Nicely done. Oh, and another thing is I have my water sensor. These you could buy on Amazon, probably about $5, and that runs all the way down. You just stick it underneath wherever you always see your water going first. Just put it up underneath there. Stick it on there. You know, I bought a magnetic tape, so I could stick it onto the unit. I could put it anywhere if I wanted to, but you know, it's right there. So if water does start leaking, at least you'll have an alarm to let you know. There are fancier ones for those that like to spend the money that will actually send a notification to your phone. So a water sensing alarm is very important, especially in Florida and places like that, and you don't want a damaged unit or damaged up in your attic. And they'll completely turn the whole system off, from what I understand, if you get one. I also recommend hooking your system into a GFI type system, basically a circuit breaker type system. This one here, they'll tell you if there's over voltage, under voltage. This has a time restart. So if the power shuts off and goes back on real quick, instead of getting the power spikes that could damage your system, this will have a delay. And it'll delay it up to a couple of minutes if need be, depending upon how it feels from the electricity on the other side. It's a really nice unit. I put those in my refrigerators and expensive equipment. So I highly recommend one of those also. But always know what's going on with your system. Know how to maintain it the best you can. Because unless you're losing Freon most of the time, you really can do a lot of the work yourself. And be sure to always check your filter, guys. Thank you.